Hey guys, thanks for tuning in onto Godspot today. I'm videoing here in Orlando in Florida. The weather's hot, but it's also been raining. There's been flooding, all sorts going on. What a great place to be, what a great experience. But I want to talk to you today about asking the right questions to stay motivated. Whenever you look at the life of Jesus, he was surrounded by people. And there were some who were combative, the Jews, the Pharisees, and even the Sadducees, who just challenged him every step of the way. Then there were the followers, and they were very needy. And then there were the disciples who he spent a lot of time training. And so Jesus, his whole life was filled with asking questions, not so much himself, but those who followed him. And in Luke chapter 9, he asked the question to his disciples, "Who do you say that I am?" Their reply is really interesting because they respond that some say you're John the Baptist, some say you're Elijah, and others say you're a great teacher or one of the prophets. But he turns to them and gives them a very pointed question, and it lands really well. And he says, "Who do you say that I am?" And only one of them has an answer, and it's a revelation. And that's Peter. He says, "You are Jesus, the Son of God. You are God's Messiah." So questions are powerful because they can often bring us to an understanding, a revelation, or an aha moment. And so here's some questions I want to challenge you to ask yourself and your team as well, whether they be in ministry or business. Number one, why are we doing this? This is one key question you should be asking yourself every day. What is the purpose? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because it's this understanding of the why that drives us and fills us with passion to do something new and meaningful every day, let alone others. When you ask your team, why are we doing what we do? Because they can forget. And systems and process is really important, but they can really forget the real reason why we're doing what we're doing. The second question you should ask yourself and your team is, did you get out of the comfort zone today? I've often asked myself whether I stepped out of the comfort zone or not. And I like to encourage my team to commit to continuous growth and learning. One thing we do is we encourage people to push boundaries and to seek challenges and to develop themselves. Because we believe that if a person develops himself, the greater asset they become. And so it's true with you. But to do this, you got to step out of the comfort zone, do something different, do something radical, just push the envelope a bit. Number three, am I clearly communicating our strategy? A great quote that we like to use at our workplace is, clarity is kindness. There's something about having clarity when you communicate that is really kind to other people. It just helps people. It helps them to understand clearly what their role is, what you expect of them, and what they should be doing. And with that clarity, it brings a great kindness. Number four is another question. Am I leading in a way that I would want to be led? We're talking here about the power of exampleship. Exampleship is really important. And you've got to lead your people the way that you would want to be led. Because the fact is, many times we can disconnect. We can be so caught up in leadership that we forget really we're not being the leader we should be. And there's so many better examples of people who are leaders. Why not develop ourselves and our own leadership? I want to be the type of leader that others are inspired to be a leader as well. Finally, number five, am I giving my team the autonomy to succeed? I think this is really important. Jesus did this. He sent out his disciples. He said, pray for the sick, lay hands on them and they shall recover and there'll be miracles. And he sent them out on their own. And I think it's really important to provide autonomy to your team to succeed. Because if they're going to succeed, you're going to have to give them an opportunity to step up, to step out and do something. And I'll tell you, when you do this, it drives engagement and creativity. And it also brings about possession as well. And so these questions are really important. They're just 5 simple questions. I hope they really help you. Why am I doing this? Did you get out of the comfort zone today? Am I clearly communicating a strategy? Am I leading in the way I want to be led? And finally, am I giving my team the autonomy to succeed? I hope this really helps you today. If it does, hit the like button, share it with someone else. Next time my video, I'll be in a different part of America. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.